Welcome to D&D Play 20. Oh my god, okay, wait a minute.
No, what now?
Too late.
Sorry. Okay, now we're good.
So we can edit that.
Yeah, just cut it somehow. Welcome to D&D Play 20. We are a channel that streams a bunch of games. We have a lot of D&D going on. There's going to be new games coming up soon. Check our Discord. And today, my name is Mariana. I'm your DM. I'm a You're Gonna Die DM. No, I'm joking. We have Peter as Cinder. We have Sarah as Della. We have Raza as Nix. That's Ramon. Raza as Nix. And today he'll also be playing for one of our players that is missing, Jonathan, and he's going to be playing his character Lorcan. And in this campaign, you're in my homebrew world of Methis. If you don't know anything about it, go check out the last episode. So welcome. I'm going to start the recap, which last session I named Day at the Museum instead of Night at the Museum. Thank you. I like the no reaction. I appreciate that. So note that Cinder and Della minus... No, I'm joking. Disadvantage for the rest of the game.
I'm busy doing tech.
I know, I'm teasing. It's a joke.
I'm turning on advantages and stuff.
So, recap. Nix and Della opened the vault door to find a dark corridor that not even Nix can see past. They walk carefully up to the edge, but the magic presence is palpable. Nix starts to cast a long spell to try to determine what is ahead of them. Meanwhile, Lorcan and Cinder continue to investigate and look around the patient's room. Lorcan wants to leave, but Cinder is keen to explore the rest of the medical ward. Cinder tries to yank a blanket from under one of the patients, but ends up dragging him partially out of the bed, and Lorcan has to help put him back on it. As they were busy with this task, they did not hear that the door had opened and a new patient had walked in. However, he made himself known by calling Lorcan's name. As Lorcan turns around, he finds Nexus, his oldest friend. Nexus is surprised to see him there and warns him to leave. He's relieved to see that Lorcan has not been yet tested on and tries to convince him to go before any of it happens. Lorcan, on the other hand, is trying to assess the state in which Nexus is in, realizing that he has now one leg that is showing the same symptoms as the other patients. They realize that the volunteer program is nothing more than the search for guinea pigs to inject a mysterious disease into and test for potential cures. Lorcan offers Nexus a way out, but he seems reluctant to believe that they can find where the exit is. It seems that despite the doors being by ghosts, it seems that despite the doors being unlocked, no one knows where the exit is. This does not discourage Lorcan, however, but he wants to gather some evidence before he leaves, and he starts searching for vials that contain samples of the disease. Cinder remembers seeing some where he restocked on some supplies, and he goes to get them. Though as he gets there, his memory issues make him unsure of what he went there to get. Simultaneously, as Nix finishes casting his spell, she realizes the strong presence of transmutation and conjuration magic, a hidden portal. Trusting her gut, she holds on to Della and flies both of them into the darkness. As expected, a familiar distortion of portal travel is felt by both, and they appear in what looks like a medical ward. Nyx is still disguised as a researcher gnome, so she strides forward confidently, just in time for Cinder to spot Della flittering nearby as he makes his way back to Lorcan. Realizing that the party was together once again, they all reconvene in the patient's room and decide their course of action. Cinder shows that he managed to get 2 blood vials and some very comfy blankets, and they start to discuss where the exit could be. Nyx, however, is distracted. She's too curious about what is happening here, and whilst the others discuss what to do and how to get out of here, she decides to take a look at all the patients and make her notes. And take some notes. She realizes that there is no common disease. This is no common disease. It seems like these people were caught in the middle of shapeshifting, and these people seem to be turning into monsters as much as that is an offense and forbidden to say. Nexus has no idea that the condition is spreading or how to stop. He knows that one day his leg appeared like that, and since then there's been no updates. Lorcan wants to get out of here as fast as possible, and Nexus is taken aback by the flimsiness of Lorcan's new companions, picking up Nyx and Della to inspect them. Upon a small interaction, Lorcan insists on trying to get out and asks Nyx if she knows the way. As she's about to answer conclusively, Cinder mentions a hidden door that he saw past the restricted section. This sparks interest in everyone, and he guides them to a small storage room where he saw someone get past locked doors. Nyx inspects the doors and very quickly manages to unlock them, open them, but as she crosses past them, they start to close once again. Lorcan manages to hold them open, long enough for everyone to get through, and to jam them with a dagger, making sure that if they need to, there's an escape route.
Next. The weak spot on the wall. So it's teamwork.
Yes, it was teamwork.
There's a shout out to my girl. She's very smart. She is very smart. Humble but smart. Sorry, keep going.
In this new room, they found a lot of cards with timestamps and names and dates. As they investigated the walls and Nyx detect magic, pointed out another portal hidden by illusory magic. As everyone steps through, what they find is not the exit, but a long room full of electric contraptions. Big cylinders of blue clear liquid with bubbles coming up them, and a door behind them. Ahead, they see a dark creature with long horns, completely immobilized, chained to a chair, with electricity flowing through it. Della freezes at the sight of this creature, and as it senses their presence, it opens its eyes and stares them down. As Nyx takes a step forward, something activates in the room and whirling blades come towards them. As Nyx tries to figure out, with Della's help, how to deactivate this trap, Cinder, Nexus, and Lorcan smash at these blades that keep cutting at them. Nexus ends up falling unconscious, and Della is struggling to keep up to heal everyone, but they eventually destroy the mechanism that keeps the blades active and slow them to a stop. Della, however, had just collapsed and becomes stabilized by her friends, as Cinder picks her up and puts her over his shoulder. They want to leave, but Nyx wants to check the notes at the end of the room. She carefully approaches with rope connecting her to Lorcan, and wary of the possibility of more traps. Indeed, there was one more. She attempts to disarm it, and after a failed attempt that saw her yanked back to Lorcan, she steadies herself and tries again, this time succeeding. While she gathers scrolls and notes to study later, she realizes that the creature is some sort of demon, and that Lorcan should not be speaking to it. It tries to convince them to make a deal, to free it, but no one falls for its trap. They grab what they can and leave. Cinder, Nexus, and Della had already gone ahead and sat hidden in a bench among some bushes at the gardens in front of the foundation, managing to escape the museum without finding anyone. But as Nyx and Lorcan leave, they are caught by the Foundation director, Larkin claims he no longer wants to take part in the trials, and Nix watches as the director casts a spell on him. As Nix keeps telling Larkin to leave, she spots the gnome that she is disguised as walking in their direction. What was the spell for? Are they actually out and safe now? I guess we'll find out today.
Dun dun
So
dun.
dun, dun, dun. Della, you were unconscious for 4 hours.
Yep. I'll get into the character then.
I think I saw her peeking out one eye.
So for now, you're out. You're passed out, and next to Cinder. I think Cinder put you down on a bench next to him, and he's waiting for Nix and Lorcan. Lorcan is suddenly very confused. The last thing he remembers is talking to this director about being taken part of the trial, and all he knows is that he no longer wants to. Nix, you are still disguised as, if I remember correctly,
Sarah's really role-playing this.
Yeah. She's not because the real one was coming down the hallway. So
yes, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna just. You were disguised as Celsa Finehide. Find everyone what she looks like. Did it appear to everyone?
Ooh. I'd date her.
So that's what Nix was dressed up as, and you drop it immediately. But I'm gonna roll. I want you to roll to see if the other gnome picks up on anything. The other gnome saw you, spotted you before you spotted her.
So she saw.
It will be a contest of perception. Who spots who first?
You're up, my girl. Liz. Where did I?
Where did I? I don't know. Oh, I do know.
You do know.
I do know.
Contest is the end.
What do you mean?
Then tell someone who goes, what do you mean? Okay. Ah, that's pretty good actually. 16.
Let's see. They have a +3 modifier. That's a 17. It is close. She spots you, but she is distracted by what she's doing, and she does a double take, and by then, it's you again.
Because she didn't notice.
She noticed something that she did a double take, but it's you. It's not her. She didn't see herself. She thought she did for a moment.
So she would.
Yeah, she does a double take.
Come on, Lorcan, look good, right? Hello. She like waits
Larkin is.
I don't know, but he's kind of out of it, but she's kind of like leading him out of the foundation.
You dragging him?
Dragging him, yeah, holding his hand as much as a little halfling gnome could be, holding him. Early dragonborn, silver dragonborn like him.
He's not silver. Brass.
Brass. What's the silver one?
There's no silver one in this. I'm a silver dragon. In another campaign. If you want to know what that's about, all people in here and that is the campaign. That's tomorrow night. Yes, there's an intentional sponsorship for tomorrow night. Go check it out on the Discord.
Oh, that's the Dragon Queen.
Pretending to be casual.
No, that is not what we're playing today. Yes, you drag him out, and there is no other unfortunate encounters. You just drag him out, and I want both Cinder and Lorcan and Nix to roll perception. Della, I am sorry. Della the unconscious, I love that.
But
Peter the dying.
that means I gotta open my character sheet here. Hold on. Because I forgot to do it.
Perception.
This is so amazing.
18. Okay, Lorcan 16.
Well, I got a 5 plus my bonus for 7.
Okay, so Cinder is looking at Nexus. Nexus is keeping an eye on Cinder. They kind of like mistrusting each other. Yeah. And Della is just lying there in between both of them. So they don't spot you guys, but Nix and Lorcan both immediately see where Cinder is with Nexus.
Mm-hmm.
So you can make your way to them, no problem.
Can I smack Della to wake her up? Shake her?
Give me more damage.
Accidentally kill her?
Hey, Peter, Cinder, give me a medicine check.
I can do that. Okay,
While he's doing
medicine.
that, how far are we from? We just walked out.
Yeah, so you're like a couple, like 50 feet or something? What was it?
5.
You can definitely shake her awake.
I can? With a
Yes.
5?
Yes. You don't think there's any problem with that?
I'm gonna gently shake her awake. Because I know what I did to Raza in another game, so I'm not gonna shake hard.
You all leveled up, right?
No, send it.
What?
I got this.
What level are we supposed to be?
3.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, good. Right, just making sure. Right.
I got something. It's okay. And she looks at Loki. She runs over to and she holds out her hand holding her arcane focus, and she goes, she just, her mind is, she's fumbling for it, but she managed to find a focus. She goes, "Be well, my friend." And she casts Healing Word on Della.
Hey.
The last bit of her strength that she summoned from who knows where, from that ordeal. So let's roll that.
Despite the level up, I hope you all maintained your low health.
Yeah.
Our what?
Our low health.
Your health. You haven't rested yet, so you should be on like, I think you were on like 5 health, Peter. Nix is on like 3.
And I was on.
I'm on
stabilized.
17.
Right, she scaled a potion that she found in one.
Okay.
I
Okay.
gained some from this level, so how do I subtract it? Let's see.
Oh, if you're on max, do you remember what your max was before?
23. It's. But I mean, I gained a hit die, so it healed me some.
Yeah, it heals you some. Yeah. If that's the value, that's correct. I just don't. I know sometimes D&D Beyond like adds up, like puts you back at full health. Just keep that in mind.
Okay.
So you get 6 points of healing, Della, and you wake up. And just to catch you up, during the Whirling Blades incident, you were helping. You were always taking your action to give advantage to Nix to disable the trap. You weren't fighting. You were just healing people and helping Nix.
Next, we would see that the magic call it the drop in the hold of the hand is, and she'll kiss your hand. Because, sorry, I couldn't stop it sooner. Thank you for your help. I honestly thought I could do it myself, but I guess everyone needs help every now and again, even the smart ones. Can you forgive me? She kind of holds your hand. You can see she feels really bad about you going down, and she couldn't really do much but try and disable the contraption.
Yes, of course I can forgive you.
What? Don't mean to rush you, but what happened in there? You saw that demon and you froze.
That was the thing that tried to eat me.
Wait, you fought it before? And she looks behind her at the institute, concerned.
No, I didn't. I didn't fight it. My friend did. He saved me from it. He would have eaten me.
She's blink, 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 blink.
And I'm very lucky that I didn't get the disease from it as well.
You know what? I think we should all continue this conversation back in safety. Lorcan, and she kind of goes, I was feeling. Oh, we're going back to the inn, okay? We good? And she would lean in and whisper to Della, they did something to him. I'm not sure what it is. So let's go. Everyone back to the inn. Got some things to clear up. She looks towards Cinder and Della and Lorcan.
Nexus is like, did you guys get my stuff? Oh god, I appear a hand in there.
Phantasmal hand.
Whoa! Tubular. Oh, wrong character.
Nyx blinks at him as well. Like, I'm sorry, what?
He's in. And you look at him, you realize that he's like in a hospital
He's
sort
still
of gown.
hospital. Oh. That was Lorcan's job. She turns away.
Larkin. What does Larkin do?
He goes, huh? No, it wasn't. He's your friend, yes. She turns away. Because I'm sure we can get you some other stuff. Is that okay? We should leave.
I don't think I should walk around like that.
I don't have anything that can fit you. I'm sorry. She looks towards the window.
Well, I don't expect you to.
I might have some clothing in my backpack.
You know what? I'm good. Larkin, do you have anything? I have no idea what Larkin has.
He's still like thinking, like holding his head a little bit. Question. His mind was affected. Would he remember Nexus? Because that happened during.
Nexus, but he does not remember where he found him.
So would it be right for him to say, for him to like blink, blink, and go, Nexus, when did you get here?
Yes, it is right.
Yeah.
Nexus would be like, what do you mean? You came and got me.
No, I didn't. Right next, he looks at Nick and she's like, oh no, he's actually right. We found him in there. No, he didn't. And he just like looks between everyone. Right? We just walked in there, and then everyone is like Lex looks at him, looks at everyone else. Yeah, we should walk and talk. And
does Morgan have anything? Regardless of that, if he has anything, he would have passed
he
it.
has a costume, a clothing costume that's maybe what he wears when he's not fighting.
Yes, so you'll pass him the
He passes that to Nexus. He goes, well, anyway, yeah, I got some stuff. And he kind of like hands it to
Yeah, so as Nexus takes it out, no ceremonies, Nexus just takes off his
Whoa!
gown.
Like, Nexus like,
There's a loincloth. There's a loincloth.
My jaw drops literally onto the ground.
He is ripped.
And I scoop
He
it
is
back up and
ripped.
snap it into place.
But yeah, he is ripped, just like Lorcan. These Dragonborn, you're not quite sure what they are, what they do, but they are buff. And he just takes the hospital gown, loincloth on, and just puts on the clothes that Lorcan passed.
Excuse me, your loincloth is a little short.
I know, it's tight. It's meant to.
You might want to wear it lower. I can kind of see your Liberty Bells.
That's Nick's totally
Psychic
god.
damage.
I wear them proudly.
That takes
Finishes.
No.
that takes Stella out again.
Down. I'm out.
Nice.
Della starts to faint and flutter toward, like, slowly fall towards Nick.
I scoop her up in my arms. I scoop Della up in my arms, cradling her in my arms, and start loping toward the inn. And it's very uncomfortable because I'm limping real badly. And I say, "Don't worry, you rest. I've got you." Almost dropping her every step.
Here, and he, like, Nix just picks up Della. Scoops up Nix.
She's like still on.
I already picked up Della.
Yeah, no, he takes her off your arms. Was it
Strength
under?
contest.
You want to do a strength contest?
Do not have a strength contest with me.
You gotta resist that, Cinder?
No.
Okay.
Thank you.
I
I
was like,
prefer not to gain any inches that way.
That.
he picks you up gently, but he's like he's running with both of you. Okay.
I'm loping at a quick pace. I look like the hunchback of
So he's got
Notre
an
Dame.
18.
18.
18?
No.
Acrobatics versus? Isn't it acrobatic? Grapple to get out of a grapple? Acrobatics
Grapple is strength.
versus
18, yeah.
18. So, meets beats, I guess? Right?
So he does pick her up.
He picks her up, he starts running with you, and you kind of manage to squirm up and pump up, and he stops. And you fall on your feet, and he stops. What's faster than your little legs?
I do not like being picked up, and she's still not looking at him. Like she's still.
You don't like, even if I put you on my shoulder so you can see everything?
Ask her.
He looks at Lorcan. Hold. He like passes Della to Lorcan. Lorcan's like, she flies, you know.
Hot potato.
And I take off.
Yeah. Della just takes off and he looks, Nexus looks at,
You can't
Do
just pick
you
people
want-
up without permission. It's not like.
he looks at Lorcan and they both giggle.
No means no.
I don't see what's so funny about that. My mother taught me good manners.
Next,
You have none.
Nexus looks at you. Do you want to go on my shoulder so you can see everything?
That would be nice.
He picks you
Ah!
up, picks you up, puts you on his shoulders and starts running
He
again.
falls over to whatever I'm gonna say.
And Lorcan, and you see that he gives Lorcan an eye, even though he's got this leg that is affected by the disease. Unlike Cinder, he's not limping. He's not.
I'm not limping, I'm loping.
Not, okay.
Get it right.
Yes.
He does not seem to walk any slower or have any struggles, and he's been hurt badly, right? He's still damaged. So is Lorcan. Both of them are not looking good, but they both don't show it physically. Like you can see the cuts, you can see the blood and bruises, but you wouldn't tell seeing them run like this. And they're clearly racing each other right now. And they're showing off. They're probably showing off, jumping over things and boom, 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 just racing. Parkour, pretty much, yes. And they go past you, Cinder. Like, they just run past you, because you were not running.
Oh, wait for me.
You gonna try to keep up?
As I hold my jaw in place, I'm trying to keep up.
Right. And Della, I'm assuming you're fluttering.
Yep.
Bye. But Della, you are finding this interesting because this is entertaining. This parkour race that they're doing is entertaining. Also, who was looking when he got undressed? I need to know. Cinder?
Guilty.
I might have glanced a little bit.
Della glanced a little
My
bit.
fingers.
Both of you, roll me perception. Let me see if you notice something about him. other than the leg being transformed.
Nat
Was
20.
that awesome?
Yes.
Nat 20. Well, Cinder definitely looked at everything. Della
Oh.
saw the abs and passed out.
Figures the one thing I don't want a nat 20 on.
So, Cinder, you would have noticed a tattoo on his arm that you've seen before. And I will send you the tattoo. Jesus Christ, that's scary. I will send you the tattoo. Where do I have it? Give me a second whilst I just double check where I have the tattoo.
I'm just now seeing your message, Sarah.
Yep.
I can't
tried to
watch
tell
it
you all
right
the-
now, but the picture's
I know.
cute.
Uh-huh. I tried to tell you earlier, but you had your earphones off.
Oh.
And we still had some time before we beat.
Oh boy, I can't find it, but I can show you where you know it from. So, if you're all looking there, if you zoom in on the character, if you click on it to see the picture zoomed in, you'll see a. Is it not working?
That's it.
You see
I see Lorcan.
Yeah, you see Lorcan. Do you see the tattoo on his arm?
Oh,
Can you
now
see the
it's
tattoo on his arm?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that is what you notice, Cinder. You notice that familiar tattoo that you saw on Lorcan's scales is exactly the same in exactly the same arm as Nexus.
I can't. It's too zoomed out for me to see it.
Okay, let me send you. Let me try and send you guys.
I
so you
guess
can see
I
it.
could right click and open in a new tab.
You can try and do that. Yeah,
worked.
why not?
Okay.
Yeah,
Now I see it.
yeah. There's a tattoo there. I will send you. I think Jonathan is the one who has the tattoo image. So yeah, I will ask him to share it with you guys. So that's the tattoo that they both have. Him and Nexus.
Okay.
And they both. You noticed it, and Della, you're now you're also interested in this race, and Nyx obviously holding on for dear life. And unless anybody wants to say anything, you eventually get to the inn.
She's like, Z runs and jumps over several obstacles until he ends up in front of the inn.
Yes, you end up in front of the inn, and Lorcan got there just a little before Nexus, and immediately you hear Nexus says, I had the little one, plus I didn't know where we were going. I call it a draw. How was the view up there? By the way, Nexus is slightly taller than Lorcan, so Nexus is 7'5". He's tall. You've never been this high up.
She's half fascinated. She's never been this high before, and just frightened out of her mind because this madman picked her up and just sprinted off and did all kinds of acrobatics. So she's like, "Can you put me down? Thank you, though." And she's like, just be as polite as she can while she's terrified.
So what he's gonna do is he picks you up to put you down. Oh, I thought you wanted to be put down.
Yep. It's just reflex.
He pretends to like drop.
Nah! She glares at him.
She's a funny one, this one. And he gently puts you down and gives you a little, like, stroke on your head, the back of your head, like that.
I'll put her down too. You're short. Get it? I put her down.
She looks at
You know.
Cinder. Arms on hips.
Do you have inspiration, Peter? If not, take it. I liked it.
In them both.
Yay!
Doesn't say anything. Just sits there. Stands there, sorry.
So, is this where you guys been staying?
Mm-hmm. How we look swords.
Yes. I guess we need to figure out what's wrong with your head. I mean, more than usual. He says as he puts around an arm like around Lorcan and starts going with him.
I think he's wrong. He shrugs him off.
So you both go in. Do you guys trying to go in to a room? Or do you guys trying to go in to be sat at the restaurant?
Oh, I almost forgot. Disguise self.
You
Oh
have
no, I'm
disguise
out of
self
spell
still.
slots.
You had still disguise self. I don't know how long it lasts.
Yeah.
1 hour? Yeah, it's probably. No, you still probably disguised as a
He looks like
doctor.
a doctor.
Still looks like a Vidalcan doctor. Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
It's almost running out, but it's not yet.
I think we should go to our room first.
I actually have 3 spell slots anyways, but that was a racial ability actually.
I vote room. Both of them.
The room. Next is like, I mean, I don't mind.
Walking by. Roll. Room. Roll.
Wait, what's the reputation of the doctors in town?
They're revered,
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
but you have a couple minutes. So, like, roll me a d10.
who?
You, Cinder.
4.
You have 4 minutes till it drops.
Okay. You know what? I'm quite tired of being judged, and I'll drop it on purpose. Let them know me for who I am.
As you do that, Nexus goes, "Ugh!"
Problem.
It's Nexus like turn to smile at Nexus and goes, "Yeah, she'll get used to it."
Yeah.
I didn't know you were a patient.
No, I'm not a patient.
What do you mean you're not a patient?
I mean,
You're...
I'm patient. I mean, I like to take my time, but I'm not a patient.
We're all patient with him, but yes, he's not a patient.
Yes, they are. They really are.
I'm sorry. You're one of the ones that started this.
I don't know what you're talking about. And quite,
Nexus looks at everybody.
I resent that remark.
Insight check from Cinder.
It's like, check on Cinder. You do not have to roll deception,
Yeah,
Cinder.
she's just scrutinizing. She's... Ooh. It's not from 19. 4, 20, 21, 22.
So I know you're not lying. You did not start anything. But what does Nick get with a 22 insight?
That's how offended are you by
Herpes.
his implications?
She gets herpes. Okay.
I'm probably wondering, did I start it? Now you got me second guessing myself here. Maybe. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe I was the first. Maybe I was the second.
I still build room.
I'm not going in a room with him.
Uh,
He's I got injected it. They can get it out. That's what they said. He's got it. He's got it properly.
Don't worry, I can't bite. My jaw is loose.
Makes actually not fun, but Raza and Nick's not fun.
What are you finding funny?
You know, the action, big tough guy. She looks him up and down.
He strides forward and like goes up really close to Cinder. You touch
Thank you
me,
for this.
we have a problem.
Can Nick try and push him into Cinder?
His breath is so bad right now that I start coughing really badly. And part of my intestines start coming out, and they're black and mucusy. Until they're finally
Everybody
all the
do
way
me a
out.
compliment.
Yeah.
I was already doing it.
No.
16.
Della's still sensitive from
See, your breath is even making them sick.
you next is hold it. You're disgusting.
Now, what we said about manners. Now, can we go to the room? We have things to discuss.
What was your con?
Please.
16.
You're good, yeah.
She goes and holds Stella's hand and like pats her. Hand squeezes it.
This is so
And she
nice.
uses her.
What was Larkin's?
Oh, right. Welcome's a thing, isn't it?
Larkin's a thing. Oh, Larkin is puking.
Yeah, we didn't see like, oh, look, like, he was, he's out. He went outside. You didn't see him in here.
I'm gonna start.
Oh.
Go ahead. Didn't mean it.
Yeah. No, you go.
I'm gonna start gathering up my intestines so I can later on weave them into a rope.
You know you're not undead, right?
Yeah, I know. Of course I know
You
this.
need those.
Save it for later.
Unknown spirit, I know this. What do you want me to eat them? Okay.
I let you cough them up, but they're still attached to you. You can put them back.
Sorry,
you can
I
just-
don't mean to talk with my mouth full.
I honestly thought that's what he meant. I didn't think he actually threw them out. I thought that was like.
Yeah, hanging out. You can then put them back. Larkin is puking, and Nexus that managed to hold it, he turns around and is like, to Lorca, like, slap him on the back. And he's like, you've done worse nights than that. Come on.
Not like that. What's that? Cinder? Hold that.
Right. So, you all go to whose room? Whose room are you going to? Because I think Della and Nix were sharing a room, Cinder had his own room, and Lorcan had his own room. So which room are we going into?
Mine.
Okay, we're all going to Della's and Nix's, which is over here, I believe.
As soon as we get
Sarah,
there,
are
she goes,
you okay?
I think we broke Sarah.
This is a
And
lot
he
to
has
come
been
back
working.
into.
Then he thought Nixie has stopped working.
Yep. I
As soon
have
as-
crashed, sorry.
As soon as we get to the room, Nix pats her hand, like Bella's hand again, like leads her gently to the bed and like lays it down. She goes, "You should just probably breathe and take it easy, and you should be fine." And she kind of like gives you a reassuring squeeze. It comes. He turns towards Cinder, shakes her head, sits there, waiting for everyone to take their place in the room.
I'll sit down on the bed next to Della and start petting her hair. You're gonna be okay.
I love the fingers. I love the fingers.
Uh,
I take
Next
out my
book.
lute and start playing my song of rest.
And
Soothingly.
Good. Okay.
and
So whilst everybody,
now that she's resting, I'll stand up and just kind of lean against the wall, leaving a black stain on the bed.
Nix pulls out her little portal contraption and sprays Della with prestidigitation and cleans up any remains of whatever she had for lunch.
okay. Lucky's like, can I have that?
Sprays and
Ooh, that's gonna make me cough again.
no. Stops.
So next is, thank you guys for breaking me out of there. I will have to go see some people soon. But I appreciate it. I don't think it was a good idea to break him out of there. And he points at Cinder.
Technically, he wasn't in there in the first place. He was with us.
Yes, I'm a free roll.
Wait, what?
He was one of the ones that came to help you.
Yes.
Teamwork.
Makes a dream.
He's with you.
Mm-hmm. Affirmative.
He looks at Larkin.
He's like,
Teamwork makes the dream work. And I let out a
said
long
that.
belch with a bubble of black mist forming like a bubble gum thing, but it's black. And then it pops. I could do this gross thing all night.
I can tell.
you see Nix covers Della's eyes. She raises her.
Thank you.
I got you.
So you're not part of the patients.
Oh no. I'm a free roaming person.
But you look like them.
No, I don't have scales.
When I'm not a patient, I'm a test subject.
I look at my feet and I'll lift up a foot. Do they look like the feet that those patients had? They have an infliction. I'm perfectly fine.
Not from the other room.
What other room?
Cinder, you remember as he says
I
that
know.
there were two rooms. Okay.
I know.
Just making
I'm
sure
just
people
playing
know.
mental loss here.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
What room? There was another room full of people like you.
That is so bigoted. What do you mean by people like me?
With those disgusting things, and he points at like the
Whoa.
pustules on his skin.
Okay, you're doing the whole thing where you have no manners again. Please stop. She just like crosses her arms.
What?
Be nice.
I
Doesn't
quite
bust them
like
up.
these. They're the color of butter.
He was the ones. One of the ones that helped you. You should show a little bit more gratitude.
He's the reason I did this, and he
He
points at
is
the
not the reason you got that. He wasn't there when you were there. Stop it.
I have feelings, you know.
Yes, he does. It's okay, Cinder. She looks up.
He crosses his arms and leans against the wall.
Hug and make up.
He looks at you like you're not coming near me.
Don't we have things to discuss?
Well, I found these. She pulls out the notes from her pack.
Mm-hmm.
The notes that she took from the laboratory that both in Gnomish and in Bill Pelican. And she goes, if you guys give me a moment, I would like to sort through these properly and see what we have. In the meantime, be nice. And she points to space. Nexus. The rude one. That's what she's going to call him, the rude one.
Okay, so roll me 2d20s.
17.
So 21 notes.
21.
And roll me D100.
Hey. Pa-pa! Pa-pa-pa-pa!
Okay, so all but one note is in Gnomish.
All but one.
All but one.
What is she learn? How long will it take for us to go through these notes?
I would say it would take about an hour. So, like, while everybody's resting, you could definitely do that. Because I know everybody wants a short rest, you know. So, yeah. So, whilst everybody's resting, and you see that Lorgan is just kind of like falling asleep on his chair, to the sound of Della's lute. Nix, you focus on these notes, and anybody else that wants. Does anybody else speak Gnomish? That's a good question, actually.
No.
Does Lorcan speak Gnomish? I don't know what he speaks.
I think so. Something draconic.
Yeah.
No, he certainly doesn't.
He barely speaks. Okay. So you sieve through these notes. There's quite a lot of them. There's three main things discussed here.
Mm-hmm.
There's the cause of the disease.
Mm-hmm.
That they are discussing it to be passed on via attacks, via blood, mix of blood, with the nails of certain creatures. And we're gonna roll to see if you recognize any of the names. There is some notes on tests that they've done, things that they've tried to use to cure it. And again, we're gonna roll to see how many of those things you recognize. And then there is one section, there is one part, there's several notes talking about which races are being affected by this. So, which one do you want to look into first? So you first scan through them. This is the three things you learned about. You know that they're about. So what's more interesting to you first? What they've already tried to help, where it's coming from, or what races are being affected by?
So we go for what races are being affected by it.
Right.
Or not being affected by it.
So yeah, that one you're reading, and it says there's a note. There's like this is clearly things that people are writing on the spot. So it's like there's stuff, and then there's like crossed, and there's like notes like on the side and scribbled out. And from what you can make out, any what they call the brutish races are. This is an old term. It's not commonly used. But roll me a history check. Let's see if you know what it refers to. Don't close it because. Yeah, I saw it. So nat 20. You know that this is not a term that should be used anymore. But British races refer to Goliaths, orcs, the batch races. So Goliaths, orcs, bugbears, ogres, goblins, hobgoblins. And it also says that those are being affected first, followed by the animal races, the shifters, the tabaxi, the loxodon, the leonins, the furbolgs. So these are the races that they are noticing. And the dragonborn and lizard folk are coming up next. The herringon, all those are the main affected races.
Any that are not popping up, they're not prominent, don't stand out.
Humanoids. So that would, in this world, humanoids would be gnomes, elves, humans. There's no mention of the races of the Ferial, which is normal usually in these situations. There's very little. So basically, so the the minority races, which is the humans, the gnomes, the halflings, the elves, the Vidalcan. Yes, but there's a note there catches your eye because it says that these are the races that are being most affected and stuff, and then it's like after the starter race, which you don't know what it refers to.
The what, sorry?
The starter race.
So how long will that take for her to just look into that?
Yeah, Sylvan is spoken in the Ferio.
I
And
speak it.
yes. No, that will take you a good, to sift through it properly, that'll take you a good 20 minutes. Does anybody else want to do anything while Nick is looking through her notes?
I would say Lorcan is just sitting down, still looking very confused for now.
You're muted, Peter.
Is there a bowl of water that I can wash up with?
Yeah. There's a basin in every room.
Okay, I'll start washing up with someone else's bowl of water, and it's not going to be pretty.
Okay.
Nick gives him a side look as he starts like keeps reading. Looks towards what Della is and then keeps reading.
Della, you're still playing your song, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Slowly becoming unsettled.
Nexus is looking over Nyx. Can't understand it. Just looking over her.
He looks up at him. Points out that. What do you think of that? It's just like.
I don't agree. And he pulls back.
This is one of those. It's like a dissertation on the race and experiment. Okay. She smiles. She knows she doesn't know.
Yeah, he knows. Yeah, it would be obvious.
What an interesting dynamic is developing between you two.
Sorry?
An interesting dynamic is still developing between you two.
Oh, looks towards Nexus.
I think the fairy had hit her head hard.
Yeah, she.
No.
She goes, "Excuse me, that's too soon to joke about that. She risked her life to save you. Be nice, but 50." And she goes, "I agree, Della." She kind of just looks towards Nexus like there is some sort of dynamic, but not the good kind, it seems. She kind of keeps reading.
Indeed. And I may be small, but I am fierce. Keep that in mind. I bite.
Mm-hmm. He just got pwned.
He looks at Della.
Nyx doesn't know this term. She looks towards Cinder. Huh? What does that mean? That she's genuinely just she pulls out like a quill.
It means in the game of chess, you would be her pawn.
Writes it down anyway.
The sacrificial pawn.
Next is steps towards Della. Boom, boom, boom. Looks at you. Cause his face comes up close to Della. I don't know if you've seen Nexus, Della. I don't know, were you here when Nexus showed up? I don't think so. I'm showing it to you now. What he looks like.
There's brawny bastard.
Did y'all see Thor: Love and Thunder?
Not yet, so don't spoil.
Where Thor starts looking around, coming up behind and looking around like being nosy.
Well, she wouldn't, but yes, I know what you mean.
That's what I'm doing.
So he comes up to Della really close. His eyes flash with magic. You would recognize it as magic. He sniffs. Hmm. Once upon a time, I had some good fights with fairies. I know you can be tricky.
You see Nick's lean, like he's in front of Bella, and she kind of like leans in front of him. Has no space. And she like boops him on the snout, and it turns pink when she casts prestidigitation on him. She looks towards Stella.
Give me a dex set. Well, actually, no. Actually, no. Don't give me this. 11, 5. The 16 hit me.
Excuse me?
The 16 hit.
Oh yes, but
Okay. So,
Uh-oh.
as you do that, as you boop him and cast prestidigitation, his mouth opens.
Actually, Civic
You
Bar's
just-
that. Reroll that. I don't think so.
Wow. But yes, you still have to use the 16. Don't get it.
I know. I love it. And it's more. His jaw opens, and it's too quick. But as he bites, you notice that he's not trying to hurt you. You take no damage.
So what? He just nips her.
No, so like you booped him, and as you booped him, and you're taking your finger out, it was too quick. He snaps, and your finger's in his mouth, but he's not hurting you.
So it's like,
And you call me disgusting.
he just blinks them.
And his eyes are still flaring with magic.
May I have my finger back, please? I can color the inside of your mouth too if you don't let go.
He looks at you. You're the one who touched me. I didn't touch her.
I looked you on the nose. Hardly a response for you to bite me. Again, no manners.
Excuse
He's
me.
no longer biting you. He spoke, so
Yeah, so she, but you still did. So she cleans it with a
Let her go or I will infect you.
It's fine. No. No. That's fine. He's like,
he looks at Cinder, like squints. Looks back at Della. Do you know a fellow called? Let me double check. Because my computer's stupid and is not showing me what I had prepared for that. Do you know a fellow called Brock?
Do I?
To Della. You can roll me a history check.
Nick's just blinks at him.
With advantage, by the way, Della.
Nick's just keeps reading.
Yeah, I'll go back to what you're learning.
That's fine.
Pass me the
16.
the murder one. I'm hurting myself. Huh? How much?
I got a 16.
16. You definitely heard of Brock. Brock was a silly fairy who was famous for taunting big, much bigger fellows and winning fights against them, earning fairies the mischievous name a long time ago.
Oh, Brock? Yes, I've heard of him.
My father fought alongside him. Good fellow. I like fairies. And he smiles, and it seems genuine. Anybody else can give me a history check, but it will be a disadvantage because this was not very known, except either amongst the fairy people or amongst fighters, like bout fights. Larkin knows him too, and he knows this story already, so he's not.
He doesn't need to roll for it.
No.
He's super occupied in there.
So, what do you need? So as he says that, he like chuckles and crosses his arms again, looking at you, Della. Are you as good as he was? I mean, you play well.
Yes, his skill set, and I have mine, so I say so.
Yeah, so Della, you know specifically that he was more of an entertainer than a fighter, right? He was more for show. In a way, he was a type of bard.
Yes. I believe so.
Brilliant. I look forward to facing you sometime. When you're recovered, so that it's a fair fight.
Much
he giggles.
appreciated.
Good. Good. I always like a good challenge. I know that the hardest thing about a fairy is hitting them.
You would do
Indeed.
that? And she's just like, right, just making that.
What do you mean?
You're not going to do anything to Della.
If she agreed to take part in a fight, she just did. In a bout, a friendly bout.
No, I didn't. I prefer to use my skills on worthy opponents.
But you were talking about maybe a sing-off. You're not gonna hurt my friend.
Yes.
Well, good. It's a friendly bout. We do it all the time where I'm from.
But I
You
don't.
are a very big individual. This is not a fair contest. No.
I have many fairies that have won against many a stronger dragonborn.
Not that I doubt her, but no fighting unless she wants to. Okay?
He looks at Della. Didn't you just say we could? He looks like excited about this. And Lorcan is like perked up.
Did I? Any hit rattled my brains, so I don't think I did.
Oh, just when I thought it was going to have some fun. What about you? And he points at Cinder. Do you want a friendly bout?
Sure, but you may not survive it.
This is a good point. I'll leave it.
I thought you were afraid of biological warfare. Kind of looks, he's just smiling as she's taking notes.
I thought you were what?
Afraid of biological warfare.
That's what he just said. He said no.
What?
He just said he wouldn't fight Cinder.
No, but that's what she says as he says that.
I thought you were afraid of biological warfare.
Yeah, I thought you were afraid of it. And that's why he backs off.
I don't understand.
That's good. It's confused them. That's what she wanted.
Okay, because I thought it makes sense if he said I thought you weren't to like tease him.
I thought you were. No, because he is blatantly.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
And he doesn't understand. She's like, you're picking a fight with the source of your fear. Okay.
I don't want to
That's what
alarm
she's
anybody, but I would probably kill him in one blow if I hit. 4d10 damage, you know.
Or well, what?
I can do 4d10 in one touch.
He's flexing.
Oh, yeah.
He's flexing.
Yeah.
Nick smiles.
Well, yes, he'll be you and me, Lorcan, training like old days.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he is. Talking about bouting, he would be paying attention.
I would think he's still kind of, his mind is still clouded. You think he would be more into that conversation?
Well, as this continues, and Nix continues to look through the notes,
Mm-hmm.
what do you focus on next?
So it was race is affected, and
Yeah, so about the race,
what have they done?
what they've already tested.
Yeah.
So they've already tested all types of healing potions, all types of restoration spell. They have attempted resurrection. Seemed to be the only thing that worked, but is not a guaranteed. It's only been tested once. They have appealed to Kura's clerics without success. And they are now trying to use the blood of a source beast, as they call it, to form antidotes, but they haven't been able to determine how the disease is transmitted by this specific creature.
Passes her lips. She kind of goes over that.
And the other thing was, what was the other thing I said? My mind's glitched. It was races affected, what they've tried, and where it's come from, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So when you look at the source notes, that's when you realize what the starter race is. There's notes there that it says that the first cases were spotted amongst the Yuan Ti before the Great Plague. That this is the suspicion is that this is the Great Plague, but that has evolved to affect other creatures.
What's your name after that?
The Great Plague?
Yeah.
Let's see, roll history. Not one. You don't know what the Great Plague refers to.
Strength. It's almost like all machine when the cogs going.
Yes. They're talking about this being potentially the Great Plague that has evolved to affect other creatures. The starting city was Huaya. Yeah, Huaya. Sorry, it's not double A at the end, it's just one A. Huaya. It was the Yuan Tis. And this is supposed to have been related to the Great Plague with new forms of transmission and new effects and able to affect other races. Eventually, it is deadly. And then there's an asterisk next to that. And then there's an asterisk at the bottom of the page, possibly turned into undead/monstrosity.
Does she interpret that as it possibly can turn them in? What's one of the ways to avoid dying to it?
It seems to be what happens. The creature dies and becomes either an undead or a monstrosity. Right. There's not much more to gather from the notes that you have. There's a lot. You've got a lot to contend with. So as the hour is about to pass, and you're all feeling, you can all take a short rest. You too. You're only studying, so you can take a short rest. You see Lorcan kind of pop up, feeling a bit better, look around, and make his way. We're not saying much, just kind of scratching his head and making his way down to the bar.
She rubs her temples and leans over to Della. Because I don't think he's well. I think something happened to his mind. He doesn't remember what we did.
That's concerning.
I don't have anything to... I don't even know what it was, so I might have to examine him. Sure. Shrugs. I think it's beyond my capabilities, to be honest. I'll go check up on him in a minute. She kind of goes, she starts to wrap up her study session.
What are you two doing, Della and Cinda?
I'm gonna go to my room and rest, and I'll ask them to let me know when the plan is decided upon, because I don't have a lot of brains left in my body, so I'm not very good with planning.
It is still around midday. You guys were only a couple hours in the Foundation.
Oh, well, in that case, lunchtime.
Yeah, that seems to be what Lorcan went down to.
I'm gonna follow Lorcan.
All right.
This is more out loud to herself than to you, Della. But she's like, how's this all connected? This plague and what happened before in the labyrinth, and that Lilith person taking the can't even remember. Her mind is like fogging up.
Construct?
Yes, I don't know how is it all linked. Do you think? Too many questions. I like questions. I just would be nice to have some answers to keep up with the amount of questions we're coming up with.
Indeed.
Are you going down to lunch? You can go. It's fine. I'll be down in a minute. Keeps noting down things.
Actually, I prefer to sleep a bit first.
Okay.
Suddenly, Nyx, in your mind, you hear, you have been touched by the power.
Jeez. You just notice that she was like furiously writing. She just stops and looks up.
Nyx, what happened?
Looks towards Della. I heard someone. Okay. They said I was touched by the power. She writes that down.
Interesting.
Curious, and again, more questions than answers.
You hear laughter, that same voice, just a chuckle.
Now it's laughing at me. Stops.
You would have been a great pupil.
She goes, okay. She kind of like, thank you. Does she have an idea who is talking to her? This is like this hasn't happened to her before, correct?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. What would you like to roll to see if you would know?
She might roll. an Arcana check
Okay. Roll Arcana then.
to see if he's under a lot of stress, or is this like something natural?
She's got hair. It's Cinder's influence. She's got it's the rat. Oh my god.
Pretty good.
Actually, Cinder, is your rat with you, or did you leave it in the room?
I keep Adrian with me.
Adrian. Okay.
So, it wasn't my rat this time.
24? So you're like, this is not a spell. You're trying to like look around and feel it. Doesn't feel magical. But yet it does. And you look around the room and your little contraption, like prestidigitation,
The little portal.
its eyes are
Glowing.
glowing.
Look at Bella.
And the eyes kind of slowly fade as that presence that you heard in your voice seems to dissipate.
Blinks. She holds up the portal. Looks at it really closely. Sees for any signs of it doing anything else.
No,
She kind of like puts it on the other side and just looks for it. I think we should go for lunch. Looks at this, grabs it and puts it away.
What? As you go down, Cinder, you and Lorcan and Nexus follow. Nexus probably would have waited with the ladies. As you and Lorcan go down, the bard is not here today. You see Assay moving around, serving tables as usual. You see
Also, I'm in my natural form, so.
yeah, I know. You see one of the drow ladies that you guys encountered the day before sitting in the corner. Watching. Clearly watching Lorcan. You don't even have to roll for that. She's not trying to be subtle about it.
I'll wave.
She'll take that as a sign to approach.
Have we
Question.
arrived to this?
No.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw her before, was my disguise on?
No. The first time, no. You were coming out of the labyrinth.
Okay. Oh, hello, dear.
She smiles at you. Pokes her head at Lorcan. How are you two today?
Oh, I'm doing quite good. I'm having such a wonderful day.
Good to hear. What about you? And she's like looking at Lorcan.
What would he get for that?
But you know what happened between them two. He made a deal. He's told you about it.
And I assume he will probably look a bit perplexed because I didn't find out much. I went and we left without anything really happening. He's been honest as far as he knows. Nexus is with him, right? Did Nexus
No.
come down? Nexus stayed upstairs.
With the ladies, yes.
Yeah, like he is. Don't know what to tell you. He's like, he shrugs. I mean, I can try again.
Yes, I guess you should. Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. What are you two talking about?
You would, I don't know if you're playing the memory thing again, but you would know that Larkin said he agreed to partake in the trials and give them information.
Oh. That's a player
He did
memory.
say that to. Okay. He did say that to you guys.
Yeah. He doesn't really know what to say to her right now. He just shrugs and nods.
You see that she kind of goes, "There is a deadline," and she walks out.
And what does that leave?
I'm all too.
That's
familiar
around
with it.
There's around about the time that you all are coming down.
Do we see her leave?
No.
So, Nix and Dal make their way down the stairs and approach the table. Have we ordered yet? She pulls herself up onto the stool.
Haven't had time to yet.
Why not?
Oh?
It's very busy. You guys would notice it's very busy.
Another reason besides it's busy here?
Is it nothing eventful?
Oh, well, we had a visitor from a drow woman, but
A drum? Or
I
the skin
think
condition?
Oh, the dark elf.
yes, I think she and Lorcan has something going on.
Nexus looks at Larkin. I really don't advise that.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I thought they looked quite lovely together.
They have very particular interests.
And what are those interests? You seem to know a lot about them. She pulls out her notebook again.
I may or may have not had some fun.
Ooh,
Fun?
do tell.
Why not?
They approached me. They had taken an interest in me. I was only too happy to oblige. But I don't advise it. That's what got me this. And he moves his leg into view.
Try and keep it under wraps.
You know, that's gross. That's disgusting.
Big slap. No table manners. Smells.
He doesn't put the leg on the table.
Yeah.
I'm just getting
It's easy,
payback.
Okay.
Nix is just piling on as well.
So, I say, you see, Nexus has clearly been here. And I says, just 1 minute. Oh, it's you again. As she makes her way to the table, looks at Lorcan, looks at Nexus. Oh dear. I thought I had been drinking for a second. There's two of you. And you all know that there are some similarities, but there's not close enough for her to assume that they're both the same. So, what can I get you?
I'll have a hamburger.
And fries. And a milkshake.
Why not?
What's on the menu today?
Today guys' lunch options includes stock pot stew and or boar tenderloin.
Is there anything with no meat?
Stock pot stew.
What's in that?
It's veggie. It's just
What kind of
turnips and
veggies?
potatoes. Turnips, potatoes, carrots, and
Are they northern or southern turnips?
pumpkin.
Trying
I
to
lost
flip
this.
over here.
I lost the chef. Does that make a difference?
No, not really.
Good. So you'll have some stock pot stew then?
Yes, please.
Brilliant. She looks at the other ones.
I think Nix is still lost some equations. Huh? Just, do you have any juice?
You're not having any food, darling.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, we have apple juice.
I have one of those, please. Thank you. Kind of keeps looking at it, no.
You little one? She looks at you, Della.
Something light. So probably the stock pot stew and an apple juice for me, please.
Mm-hmm. Nexus goes, well, if you guys are buying, I'll have boar tenderloin.
I'm not buying for you. You called me disgusting.
As she makes a note, she looks at you, Cinder, and she's gonna be like, oh, did it now? She writes it down and takes a step aside. Because she hadn't seen you before.
Nope.
With all your disguise.
I don't believe we've met. I am Cinder. Knowing that we've met, but we haven't really.
Yeah, oh, we've got someone else staying with us with the same name.
I'm
Oh,
a healer by
interesting.
trade. If you know of anybody that needs to be healed, I'll be happy to do it.
You're a healer.
Ah, yes. It does the body good.
Do you ever catch other people's illnesses?
Oh, no. Not really. Well, sometimes. Well, maybe all. No, I don't know.
Larkin just points at the same thing as Nexus. All right. I'll be right back. And she goes away for a bit.
Well, that went better than I expected it to go.
I know. And is he looking and goes, yeah, your eyeball didn't fall out.
I hope it doesn't
That's a first.
happen. Oh yeah, have her food.
Now I'm going to really mess with her. And I'll disguise self to look like Nexus.
You'll disguise yourself to look like Nyx?
Yeah. No, Nexus.
I'm Nexus.
Oh, first I was like, what?
Oh, is that possible?
So there's three, she's going to come back, there's going to be three of them.
Yeah. First there was one, then there's two, now there's three.
Like rabbits. They're just
They're multiplying.
Nexus looks at you, Cinder. I like you. You know what looks good. You know what looks good.
I wasn't shooting for looking good. I was shooting for funny looking. We can hear a fairy giggling.
She goes,
You make a note.
Cinder too.
Yeah, Cinder to next to 0.
You see that Nexus hasn't understood, he's not understood the joke or the offense. He's kind of looking at Cinder confused. Seeing Della laugh and you like chuckle, he's like, but he's clearly not understood the offense.
Quick on the pickup, I see.
And next file.
As it doesn't take long for you all ordered basically the day stuff, so it doesn't take long for Asay to bring back, and she goes, "Oh." She scratches her head, puts the food down on the table. I think I need a day off, and she walks off.
Excuse me, miss. Whose is this?
I'm sorry, that's not for you. What would you like?
I will have apple juice.
Right. She looks at the plate once again, looks at the table. I'll leave it here for when your friend comes back.
He'll come back.
Yes. She walks over, gets a juice, and brings it back. There you go. And
Thank
she
you.
counts it again.
Thank
I
you,
do
my
need a
dear.
deal. She walks away.
And Cinder tried to maintain a deeper voice, but kept messing up and doing the old voice too, so.
She just shakes her head. It's like, I need a day off. And she walks out.
Mental health is important.
You're right about that. And she continues to serve at the table.
I quite like the service here. She's kind of sweet. You know, I think she's sweet on me. Most ladies are.
Looking like that, I'm sure she is.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you're sure because, my friends call me Cinder, but my enemies call me Stud.
Next writes that down.
Both Lorcan and Nexus blink, 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 blink.
Yeah.
I see you kept your enemies closer than your friends.
Apparently so, because clearly Nexus thinks I'm a stud.
Lorcan and Nexus exchange glances. Have you seen the bard lady here?
Oh, have I? What do you think?
Oh, she plays hard to get.
Oh, really? I didn't find that at all. Shrugs.
Oh, you gotta tell me.
Pass over a drink.
Lucky you. All she wanted to talk to me about was this business with the Foundation.
So, Nick's kind of cuts in between this bro banter. What do you know apart from not much? What we know? Did you know? You know about the Foundation? Did you find anything else about them? Or?
Other than they ask you how healthy you are, check you up, and then inject you with some disease. And he, again, gestures at the leg. And then give you a bunch of things they're supposed to take it away and don't? No.
How long did it take for that to happen? The leg?
A week? How long did it take you to get like that?
Oh, it took me much longer than that. I mean, this kind of quality takes time.
I think he's trying to say that perfection does take time. He's smart.
I understood that.
Mm-hmm. Smart.
Yes, you understood something. I say Sylvan.
Oh, I understand Sylvan. I giggle.
Luke doesn't push him to sky. She's enjoying like prodding him, kind of because she just made fun of her height. Okay, so nothing else then. So were they about to give you more of that serum, or was that one trial and then that was?
I don't know. They said the deal is you get out once they've managed to take it away. Until then, the longer you're there, the longer they pay you.
And where did you intend to spend the money that they paid you?
That's personal.
Well, I'm just wondering how you were going to spend it if you never got out.
That's personal. You guys can do inside checks if you want.
Okay. Tabbing over to my character sheet.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
I
still
know
distracted.
adding a bonus to 2 is going to make a lot of difference. I got a 4.
Oh.
I'm a Nick's inquisitive.
Would she? God, that's so. I'm not sure that's gonna help a lot. 8, 9, 10, 12.
Well, 12, 2, and 7. He's surprisingly hard to read, but his demeanor changed enough for you guys to know that it is not something trivial.
When was that? I think Della cast silver bobs. Did you give Nyx the advantage for that?
Sure.
Hey.
Cheetah.
19, 20, 21, plus 24.
Okay, so clearly
Wow.
something very personal,
Mm.
very serious, and that you could almost see a glimmer of perhaps a tear in his eye.
He's past one eye and she notices that he's tearing up. She stops. She kind of I looks at everyone. I think it's fine. We don't need to know the reason. We're just curious about what you knew. The reason.
Actually, roll me inside with advantage from Lorcan.
Okay, look. Well,
Is it -1?
Plus
+1.
one.
Okay. I was like, what?
oh, look at that. 30.
20. Yeah, Lorcan would have noticed the same thing. So I'll talk to Jonathan about it. He has his suspicions, that's why I was just checking. Right. So yeah, you noticed there's something serious. You said you don't need to know about it? Did you say?
Yeah, we don't need to know the specifics. But your business is your own, no? You should look at everyone.
That's fair.
Right? She looks at everyone to reinforce that.
That's fair.
I probably wouldn't remember anyways.
That's
She gives
also
Nick,
that's true.
gives Nexus a reassuring little nod.
Why were you guys in there?
Points at Lorcan. Actually, that's not true. I actually wanted to go there for a while because they have a lot of gadgets and experiments that I'm very curious and like to study.
It was
But it was mainly him.
It was NASA's fault.
Did you say it's Nath's fault?
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I heard it too, but my brain is buffering in case it wasn't. Was it Nat's fault?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Naturally.
Everything is always Nat's fault. We've established this. This is canon. For all of D&D Play 20 games, you can blame Nat for anything that does not go according to plan. So,
And you can get your own It's Nath t-shirt soon.
it's Nath's fault t-shirt, stupid Nath.
It has that. It's Nap's fault on the front and then stupid Nap on the back.
I think it's all in the front, though.
No, there'll be one with two.
Double? Okay. And as this is all happening, you're all finishing your meals. It's like, well, you guys have helped me. It's good to see you, Orkin. But I have some business to finish.
Whoa. She kind of looks at him. Are you sure you should be going out like that? She points towards like, subtly. She doesn't like announce it to the tavern, but...
It's not been impeding my movement. It's not painful.
Maybe you should get some sleep.
I'm feeling fine. That's why I wanted to get out of there. I feel like they don't know what they're doing, and therefore they wouldn't actually be able to take it away from me. And it's not really stopping me. I mean, I've seen the others are all weakened, but they've been there longer than I have.
Out of game, did we find out if this was infectious or not? I think we found out it wasn't.
There is a way that it passes through people, but you Cinder, know that it's not contagious. Like, it's hard to pass from person to person. But Nix would right now know that it's upon blood contact.
I'll keep in touch in case I can help mitigate the effects once I study it more. That's what makes us. Can't guarantee anything. I'm kind of new, but you never know.
You think you can find the cure?
I think I can find ways, not maybe a cure, but perhaps mitigate the symptoms. I have a good mind for it.
She's quite good.
She smiles.
But she'll need a sample to study probably because, well, I don't have the same sickness, so.
This can like Nick's not inside, but like, would it be safe to say that it's similar, or not the same? Almost like is the same strain just affecting him differently, or does he not have enough of a consensus to compare?
I would say that he's claiming that he saw people in the room that are the reason he's there that are similar to Cinder, but at first glance, it's nothing like Cinder's.
Would you mind if I took a sample? She points at his leg. Not yet.
What do you mean?
Just take just a little bit so I can try and synthesize something.
What do you mean?
She looks confused at everyone.
You're gonna cut my leg?
I'm not going to cut your leg. I'm just going to take a little bit. Maybe a little drop of blood, or maybe a scale.
Just the little toe.
Cinder. She goes, just a little scale.
No.
Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. She points up towards the room. She doesn't want to do it here.
I love how you two.
Go?
I love how you two live in other countries, but you keep looking at each other.
It's like she's right next to me. Ah! She teleported.
I have this power. Yeah, so he looks at you very concerned, but like, if it helps you get me out of this, sure. And he's like, starts following you upstairs, and gives Cinder like a look.
And Cinder's gone.
Did you see?
And he follows.
Della, did you see how he looked at me?
It's hard to
How
make sense.
rude.
Okay, so once they get back to her room, what would you say is a good check? Which she just needs a little sound, like a skill. Would that be like a dexterity save or like a?
So
This would chip.
I want to know how you're gonna do this because this is gonna be interesting.
She's gonna get one of her like the thief is gonna like pliers or like their version of pliers. She's gonna try and
As
pull
you
the scale off.
right as you walk in, he walks in the room, what do you tell him?
Just sit down over there. She points to one of the chairs, and she goes and I'll be one moment. And she goes and pulls out her packet of thieves' tools and like opens something, rifles through them, and
Wear
pulls out the
protection.
pliers.
Yeah. So as you pull out the pliers and face him, he's like, up until now, I've seen many do and say that to me. That is new. And he points out the pliers.
Oh, it's very handy. It might hurt a little bit, but I'm sure she looks at him sweetly. I'm sure a big, strong dragonborn like yourself can take a little bit of pain. And she walks over. And she ready? And she has it like click, click, click. She goes tick, tick, tick.
Of course. Huh.
The whole inn hears
No way. Let's see.
Can she inside check him? Is he nervous?
He is nervous. I don't need to inside check.
Has an inside.
Yeah.
She's okay.
Does he
All right.
scream like a girl?
I was gonna say he's gonna scream like a little girl. I'm gonna check, but yeah, go on. I'm gonna roll for it. He goes.
Yeah, she looked at him. She goes, so how do you know Larkin? She's doing the thing where she's trying to distract him while she's gonna do it.
You're gonna do it again?
Yeah. So
he's like, I grew up with him.
nips again. That's his answer to the question. Distracts him.
There is one thing you notice. You pulled him out and it regrows.
She puts away the sample in the beaker real quick and takes note. Scale. Oh. Scale. It's not working. On removal. Interesting. One more for luck. And she, before he can say anything, just...
Did it?
Same on?
No.
Yes. Thank you. She smiles at him. And she puts it away.
You know, I really hope that's worth something.
Oh, me too. Otherwise I'll have to keep taking more out.
You're a strange little lady. And I say that in the best of way.
He looks up at him. Thank you. I get that a lot, actually.
He shakes his head, rubs his leg where you've been taking the scales.
You're fine, the reach ends.
Still hurts.
I'm sorry. Does it hurt as much as being impaled by those spikes from before? Sorry, the contraption from before? No. So walk it off.
As you say that, as he goes to walk, to put weight on that leg that you just pulled the things out, you see this little trickle of black blood come down
From the scale.
from where you've been taking the scales out. And as it does, that looks like Cinder's blood. That is the same. As he does that, he goes, ah! And you watch this live as he contorts. And he starts to, like, he's not, it looks like he's screaming, but you don't hear it. And he just contorts in pain. And all the Dragonborn scales that he has drop to the floor.
Just on the leg? Or
On the other leg. The Dragonborn scales. And the other leg becomes the same.
She looks at
Ooh,
And he
everyone.
just
Nick's
collapsed.
broke him.
He collapses.
Yeah.
She like runs up. As she pulls away the pliers, runs over to him, takes his pulse, see if he's still breathing, etc. Medicine check.
Yeah, medicine check.
Oh my. She's like,
Sarah, you'll share your notes, right?
Such as they are.
uh, not bad. Whew. Please don't die on Methis. Doesn't want that trauma. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
19. As you check him over, you see that this is seems to just have been unconscious due to the pain.
Hmm.
And all, like, next to him, you just see on the floor all the scales of his other leg that were his dragonborn scales are all still on the floor, bloodied. As this transformation happened.
Black bloody.
No, these are red bloody.
Oh, okay.
Because it was his dragonborn scales.
Well, she makes sure she's okay, and she quickly runs down the steps, but she doesn't go all the way down, just so she has enough
Range.
range and point of view of everyone, and she messages Lorcan first. Goes, come quick! Nexus has collapsed. His other leg's transformed. I need help.
What? He immediately, like, gets up and rushes.
Yeah.
Like,
Then she messages Della and Cinder with the same thing. Like,
Oh.
boom, boom. Real quick.
I'll slurp down the rest of my ball, and then I'll get up and I'll toss a couple coins on the table, and then I'll rush out. Come on! And I'll scoop up Della in my palms. Right? You're a tiny fairy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I'll start running, following Lorcan like this, holding Della.
what did you do?
I did nothing. I just took a sample of his scales, and his other leg shifted. He's okay. Like I took his vitals. He's fine, but I'm concerned about the leg.
He looks at the amount of dragon scales on the floor. You said a sample.
That was not me. That was whatever has afflicted him has taken effect. And she, before he can say anything else, she carefully takes another vial and puts the same black blood that spurted out from the scale from the wound, and puts it in that, and like stops it, and puts it away. Can someone help me take him to the room? He needs rest.
This is in your room.
I thought he collapsed outside. Okay, yeah, fair.
Yeah, this is in your room. This
All
is
right.
inside your
No,
room.
but no, it's like, can someone help me take him on the bed? Still needs help. Take him.
Yeah. Larkin looks at you, looks at him. I don't think we can budge him. He, like, tries to, like, turn him over, and you see that even Lorcan is struggling to do this. He's really heavy.
And Nix guides Lorcan and looks towards Cinder for help.
Cinder's got a strength of 6, so I really doubt he's going to be much help.
All right. Cinder and Lorcan, give me strength check or athletics.
I would say Cinder could give Lorcan advantage, but
Yeah, you can give Lorcan advantage instead.
I can have a bardic inspiration.
hey. Would be a strength. Was it athletics?
Athletics, acrobatics, strength, doesn't matter.
8.
Strength check?
Strength check, I would say. Yeah, athletics. Yeah,
Do athletics, thank you. Hey.
Yeah, you see him struggle, but he does it in a way like he's done this many times. And he just he pulls like his arms around him and rolls him onto the bed rather than lifting him up completely.
Oh, my back.
Good. He needs rest. She looks concerned.
I'll
Looks.
go on. I didn't mean to interrupt. Bad habit.
No.
You go.
I pick up one of the scales and study it and taste it.
Nick's eyes wide, and that's that for licking himself.
Tastes like
Clink, clink,
blood.
Interesting.
Like healthy blood, actually.
Good iron count. Good white cell blood count.
What?
That's why I don't eat meat. You might want to study these, and I'll start scooping them up. Plus, I don't think we want them to wake and see them laying there on the floor. Here you go, Nix. Don't taste it. It doesn't
She
taste
closes
good.
her eyes and she goes, I need a moment. And she kind of like has to sit herself down. She kind of goes a bit woozy.
Are you okay?
She got like the 6 and all this and stuff. Seeing what just happened to Nexus kind of takes its toll on her. She's, I'm fine. It's deep. She smiles very sweetly at you, Cinder. I just need a moment.
I'll feel her head for temperature with my black fingers. Which, really, they have no sensation in them. So... but they are very, very chilly when they touch your forehead.
Is it normal?
Hmm?
The cold fingers is absolutely dead cold fingers.
She looks contains that shiver at the contact. Mm-hmm. I'll be fine.
If you're sure.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Just smiles.
Nix, in your mind, you hear that voice again. It is not your fault.
Jesus, more blinks. Fud.
Nix?
I'm getting. She points at her like she messages
Voice
Bella.
again?
Mm-hmm. Said it's not my fault. I know it wasn't. But this is very strange. I might need to lie down.
Cinder, what are you doing?
Answering my front door.
Yeah,
Be right back.
Should we take a break?
we'll take. Oh, well, okay. Exactly.
Right now, but can you
When it comes back, we can take a break.
Cinder?
Oh, Cinder.
Cinder? 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 Hello?
Well, I guess we'll play if we can start. In fact, Nix does actually go. I think I might lie down a little bit. He goes to her bed.
Where Nexus is? Oh no, because you and Della were sharing the same bed, right?
Yes. Lies next to him, but tries to, like, I don't know. It's like she goes to, but she feels uncomfortable. She just lies on the floor.
Right. Shall we take 5, Peter?
Apparently, I have background noise, so that might be a good idea.
All right, we'll take 5. 5 or 10 minutes. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, because we'll find.
Disembodied hand on your head.
Oh my God, what happened? I was gonna say. Oh, there's still a problem. Oh, okay, we're good. I have mage hand on my head. Right. Well, at least we're next to each other on the stream so that people don't think it's completely weird.
We are live, by the way.
I know. I'm fully aware. So, let's get back into it. Cinder, what were you doing whilst this was all happening?
I don't know. I'm an old man. I done forgot where we left off.
You're in the room. Nyx just laid down next to Nixus. And
Oh, yeah. I was gathering up the scales.
yes, you were. As you're gathering up the scales, you hear, "My dear Cinder."
Adrian?
It's been a while since I've spoken to you.
Okay.
I've been busy, but I have not forgotten you.
Well, there is a lot of lint in my pocket, so I can understand that.
Always so nice.
Well, of course, manners are a must. Do you like your new head? See?
You still think I'm the rat, don't you?
Well, I hate to break this to you, Adrian, but you're about 95% rat. The other 5% is raven. Just a little bit.
I love how caring you are. You have been a very devoted subject.
Oh, you think you're in charge?
Here, and you feel this gentle kiss on your forehead.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Suddenly, in the room, there's a bright blue light emanating from Cinder.
Nyx is lying down, so she's got her eyes closed. So how bright is it?
It's bright.
Yeah,
It's not blinding, but it's bright.
let her eyelids open, sit up and look.
Cinder, you feel this. You all look at Cinder, and behind that blue shimmer that is now all around him, you see a perfectly healthy furball. Beautiful.
I don't see this, though, because I'm looking out of the light.
Yeah, you're looking outwards. You don't see. I'm describing it. You feel a need to go and touch Nexus.
Nixus?
Cinder, right?
No, Cinder feels a need to go and touch Nexus.
Okay, I'll go and touch Nexus and say, ooh.
Nyx gets up and looks at it.
As he touches it, this blue light spreads over him. And Cinder takes his hands back.
Feel the power!
Cinder, you hear this gentle laughter in your mind. I'll be back with you soon. And another kiss on the forehead. And then it dissipates and the light around you stops. Cinder, you are looking a little bit healthier. Like every time that Kura
Well,
is
that's
visited.
because I look like a dragonborn.
Right, but
He went through.
yes. You feel the same that you have every time Kura's visited you. Clearly she's not cured the disease, but she's slowed it down somewhat, and you feel a bit better for the next roll me a d6.
1 minute.
5.
For the next 5 days.
Did I grow
You
any
feel better.
teeth back? Because I'd really like to eat meats again.
I'm gonna
Roll a d20.
say, roll me a d20.
How many?
Yeah.
1.
19.
Oh,
Hey!
hey, you got 19 teeth back.
Yay. Pardon me, I'm gonna go get a steak.
Yeah, you said that from the start. Yes. So yes, you all see as Cinder's looking better.
Debonair, eloquent.
Cinder. What happened? You look better.
Yeah. Did you do
Adrian.
that?
Yeah.
Adrian
Nix runs
did it.
over. Nix runs over and looks at Adrian. Examines Adrian. May I? She kind of reaches towards the little skeleton.
Well, she doesn't say no.
Right, and she looks at it. She will spend the next 10 minutes using detect magic to see if there's anything on, like if it's Adrian has given any some sort of
There's
spell.
no magic coming. Well, actually, I think there is magic in Adrian, isn't there?
Not originally, but if you want to add it, you can.
There is not originally. Then no. I thought there was for a second. I thought we established there was something. No.
No, it's just a dead rat with a raven's head that I think is alive.
Right. Yeah, because I know we spoke that Kura. You would have attributed Kura as to Adrian speaking to you, right? When Kura visits you here.
Yeah. She's fun, scary, isn't she?
Uh-huh. You look really good. Has this happened before?
Oh, yes. Actually, I'm feeling quite fine. I'm kind of hungry. You know, I really didn't think I'd be able to hold down those intestines earlier. But I'm feeling pretty hungry right now.
Mm-hmm. Cinder, before you go, could I take a sample from you?
I look at Nexus and I'm like, no.
That was not me.
Sure it was.
There's these carries like 300 dragonborn scales.
Here, use these for samples.
Hmm.
Take the dragon scales.
I need to compare your blood to his to see if this is the same affliction.
Can't you just take my word for it? I don't like needles.
I guess. Can I just take a bit of your hair then?
Can I take a bit of your hair?
Sure. She takes like a tuft of it, and she takes.
It just
No,
comes
she
out
doesn't.
from-
She's not doing it to you yet. She doesn't pull it yet. She's doing it to her own hair, and she gets like some scissors and cuts, and hands you like a lock of her hair.
Thank
Trey?
you. Okay.
Just about that moment that like Nexus gets up. What's happening?
She goes over to him. Trying to stay calm, but your other.
I touched you.
I said stay calm.
What did you do?
Why does everyone say that? She looks at her with her arm, almost breaks the fourth wall. And she looks at I did nothing. All I took was a scale.
Didn't do anything to you.
Whatever afflicted you has progressed to the next level. That's all I can deduce.
Indeed.
Can I pick you up?
For what reason?
Sure.
As you say, sure, he picks you up. He's like, thanks, man.
To be fair, I did touch him.
And he like puts you down on the bed.
He goes, you time out. And she like pokes him on the snout.
Help me! And he shakes you again.
And I'll help you if you take me. You rattle my brain. You gonna let go?
Snap.
I promise to help you the best I can, but you need to let go because that falls back. Right.
Look, my fingers are normal.
Cinder, can I have your fat?
Quick,
She
give me
has,
some
like-
pen and paper. I want to write something. I haven't been able to write in 4 years.
Sure, she takes a page from her notebook, rips it, and hands you it, and gives you a spare quill.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to write in 4 years. That should be like alarm bells.
Yeah, she goes, here you go. Take note of it.
And I'll start writing, but I never learned to write, so it's just gibberish.
Scribbles.
Yeah.
Oh, that feels so good. You wanted some of my hair? Remember, this is freshly grown.
Right. And she takes some and she puts some on a beaker and stops it. Thank you.
Wait, you've been like that for 4 years?
Oh, no. No. Don't be silly. No. No.
Inside check.
For more
Yeah.
than 4 years?
No.
Inside check.
Yeah, deception check. Deception from Cinder. Oh, 14 is not bad.
Let me check my description real quick here.
Oh, yeah. Is it funny?
Oh, crap.
No, I've only been like this less than a year.
With a passive. I mean, with a passive, she might pick up he's not exactly telling the truth, but no specifics, obviously. With a 13 insight.
Nobody has lasted more than a few months.
Oh, I have. But I told you before, I don't have the same thing that you do, so.
So did the notes mention anything about how long the progression is? It's fatal, but is it like a time period of incubation?
No, on those ones.
Okay. She wouldn't know. She takes note of that. You said it. What? How long does it usually last? Looks towards necklace.
People seem to magically disappear after a few months.
You know, I'm not super smart. But do you think it's possible maybe the scientists and doctors there were making them disappear on purpose after a few months?
And I don't know.
I am certain that they were doing something to them. They would go away for a few weeks. All you'd hear would be these screams that don't even sound like people anymore.
Oh, I make the same noise when I sleep. So, maybe they got better? Maybe they were screaming with joy.
Somehow I doubt that.
Did you hit your head or something?
I'm better! Ah! No?
I'm
I like your enthusiasm.
Is that Echo?
I can't say I like your lack of enthusiasm. I mean, you're never going to get better if you don't have some positive attitude.
You're gonna fix me, right?
I'm going to try. With the samples I've taken, I can certainly try.
She fixed me.
Cinder? I'm
Yes.
helping.
Apparently, my sense of humor has been healed.
Oh, is that what you call it?
Apparently.
You know, these cookies that the barmaid dropped off are quite good.
Mm.
You should share some with the rest of us then.
What?
You should share some with the rest of us.
Too late.
Cinder.
I told you I was hungry again. Della, are you
Fair.
afraid of me?
Begin with yes. But you are growing on me like a fungus.
Everybody seems to be afraid of me. And they stare at me like I'm gonna hurt them. It's disconcerting. I learned that word just yesterday.
Impressive.
Thank you.
You used it right this time.
Don't expect that in any games I run. I mean,
Say what now?
Guys, I want everybody to roll me a perception check.
all of us?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I'm switching dice. 12.
Well, Nexus don't know nothing.
Yeah, I should start rolling my physical dice.
30, 20.
I'm sneaking more cookies into my mouth when they're distracted.
Really, he's very hungry.
What was your perception, Peter?
12.
12. Della
7.
and Lorcan? So Lorcan and Nix kind of look towards the door, and you hear a lot of commotion outside.
Nix looks towards Lorcan, looks towards Della, and then to Cinder.
But it's not coming from like the bar. It's coming from like the street, like outside as in the window.
Nix hurries to the window and tries to peek up.
Lorcan lifts you up and puts you on this, on the what do you call it, on the windowsill.
Windowsill. Thank you. She looks out. What's she say?
You see kind of like a procession of people running and coming to see something or someone.
What's going on?
I don't know. Can we open the window? So like one of those when we can.
No, you can't open it.
Can she try and see what they're looking at, or is it hard to tell from this angle?
It's hard to tell from this angle.
Della, do you think you can fly outside real quick and see what's going on?
Of course. I dart out.
But Della, you dart out, and
Nix follows close behind.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, look, someone left the window open.
No, that window doesn't open. So you're going out. And Della, you fly, I'm assuming, above the crowd?
Mm-hmm.
And you see that this group of people is coming and is like following this individual up front. I was walking slowly, smiling at everyone. Well, how is Nix gonna get through the crowd?
Well, she's going to keep an eye on Della. And she's not going to try and push the crowd, but she's just going to keep messaging Della. So, what did you see? Going to form like a mental image from communication.
There's someone in the head of the group. I'm trying to make out details.
Alright, keep me posted.
Of course.
Yeah.
Della, give me an insight.
Okay. I wish I had guidance like that.
My digital dice have been failing me, so physical dice. And that will be insight. 16.
This seems to be a very known person. Or you don't recognize them, but he seems to be a very known, clearly very known, very famous person. But not as in like a celebrity, like a respected person. Like people are in awe and in reverence to this person.
Whoever it is, it's well respected, given the reactions I'm seeing.
What do they look like? Like,
Can I get a closer look to see what this person looks like?
Yes, you can. As you looking closely and start to describe it to Nyx, and I will describe it for you, you see them wave their staff and they disappear.
what's happening? Does the crowd reacted to this?
Yes.
What's happening? She's not here. What happened?
They waved their staff and disappeared.
Oh, I can do that.
Right.
He's like, what? Della, you had started to describe to Nyx this big shell and this seemingly elder turtle.
It's Havertine.
It's a lot like Havertine. Yeah. Della, I will show you what it looks like. You'll show it to everyone, I guess.
Is that who I think it is?
That only Della saw, though, right?
Mm-hmm. From my perspective.
It only has a description.
Mm-hmm.
It's Tavernine's aunt.
Are you sure?
Yes. Turtle, definitely.
That was. She's just. This is the communication cut. There's nothing. Like she's just gone blank. You get nothing from her.
Did you actually follow her, Cinder?
No.
Oh. Okay. Back in the room, Lorcan's looking. It's just some celebrity going around or something.
Boring.
Yeah.
You know, I can turn invisible. Give me a staff and I'll wave it and I can disappear. Oh, I have a staff with a crystal tip. And I'll wave it and I'll turn invisible.
Pretty impressive party trick. Can you make other people invisible?
No.
No. Too bad.
Shh, I'm hiding.
You gonna scare the girls when they come back in?
Yes.
Why don't you pick her stuff up and make it look like it's floating?
Okay. And I'll pick it up and start floating it in the air.
When they come in,
Wait, let me turn on my whispers. Oh, it stopped.
into the abyss.
That's Cinder. What else could it be? Right, so back outside, Della, Nix cuts the communication. What do you do?
I turn around and go back to where Nyx was.
Standing there. As the crowd's kind of like...
The crowd is kind of like starting to slowly dissipate. Disperse, sorry.
Staring off.
Nyx? Are you okay?
Huh?
Are
Yeah.
you okay? You're staring up in space again.
Are you sure it was a turtle? She looks at her.
Yes.
And then for the first time, she grabs your hands and like holds them tight. Not like vice grip, but it's like firm. And she looks you in the eyes. Are you sure?
Yes. My eyes didn't play tricks with me.
That's a smile. It was him. It was Johan. And she just lets go and just smiling.
So, quick note. Della, remind me of something. Have you been to the Ferial? I thought we agreed you hadn't, right?
Yes. Unless I go
Right.
back there to visit
So
my
yes,
family.
so you know that there's really only one turtle that has ever been seen throughout the land. You might have heard stories from your ancestors that some turtles inhabit the Ferial, but here, there's only ever been known to be one.
See.
That might have been why Nyx is so in shock.
No, but she's not starting to like bounce up and down. Can't believe it! I missed her. She runs. She looks like headless chicken. She tries to run through the crowd. She knows they're not there anymore, but she goes to where. Now, where did you see him? Wait! She's like, she looks for the spot on the ground.
Right there.
Goes, come on! She pulls Della along. Doesn't give you a choice. Pulls you along. Where? She points at the ground. Where?
Right there. I point.
Nyx runs over to where he was standing.
Give me an investigation check.
Please,
Advantage
Dylan.
since I'm helping.
Yes, you can have advantage.
Hey, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'll take those. Hey, that's not bad. Not bad.
Message down.
I clicked the wrong thing. What was that? Hey! So that was 19, 20, 22.
22?
Yep.
You,
Thank you, Della.
more than just looking around, it seems like there's footsteps.
Hmm.
Whoever disappeared here simply went invisible. So you start following the footsteps.
Yeah, so you see her like those runs.
As you're follow. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Land figure. I think we have impact. Yes, 5.
Yes. So you're looking at the floor, following the footsteps. Boom! And you fall backwards. And immediately you see this turtle appear out of nothing. I'm so sorry.
It's not a pro. See who's talking to her.
cut to Cinder.
Well, no. Peter has a question. A point
Yes.
to make. That's not how turtles talk.
What?
It should be
I'm not
more
gonna
like, dude, I'm like totally sorry. It should be like that. We don't talk slow. We're not a sloth. Okay,
This is
I'm
from a
done.
different. Okay, this is from a different universe. This is not Tavern. But I promise you that there will be a turtle in this campaign that is like Tavern. Just not this one.
Parallel time.
Yes, a parallel Tavern. Just not this one. Cinder, you're in the room making things float, and Nexus and Lorkian decided to make it a game to try to throw small things that can't hurt you, to try and hit you based on where you're floating things.
Oh,
But they
then
keep missing.
I'm gonna do it to the side here like this.
Yeah, like they keep trying to hit you, they keep missing, and they're making this a game. They're having fun. Are you having fun whilst they're throwing things missing completely? Sure. At disadvantage. Yeah, 12 doesn't hit, does it, Peter?
Oh, I don't know my armor class. My armor class is 15.
No.
We're gonna miss.
Yeah, there's one that you see Nexus throw one, and Lorcan is slightly ahead, and just hits Lorcan in the back of the head. Hey!
What's the idea? You don't know how to aim?
But then none of them, like both of them, keep throwing stuff and just completely missing as you keep making things float. Is there anything else you wanted to do, Cinder?
I'll gently let the objects drift onto the bed, and then I'll walk around behind Lorcan and yank his pants down.
And with that, we're going to leave it there for today.
Oh, great.
Did
We
have to
come
be-
back to me facing the wrath of Jonathan. Thanks for that.
Yes. Yeah.
Why couldn't we leave it with Johan and Nix? Why do we have to have him? What's it called? Nick. Lorcan getting pants before he's in there.
Because I wanted to see if they wanted to. But yes, you don't. Johan, I'm sorry, little one.
To be fair, all she was gonna be like,
Her eyes just go wide.
that's fine. No, it was good. Good cliffhanger. Because yes, the wrath of Jonathan shall follow you now.
Yes, it'll be fun. By the way, he wasn't feeling 100% today, and he was very sorry that he couldn't be here. But he'll be with us next week, hopefully. All right.
So before we go, I am recruiting for Dragonlance starting in January.
Which you forbade us to participate in, yes.
Well, that's because y'all are in campaigns already, and we have some new members and potential new members. That's you. And I want the new people to have a chance to play. So
No, I know. I'm teasing you.
It's fine. We'll make our own, and you're not invited.
So you can click the link to Discord right there in chat and get an instant invite to our community. We are a clean, respectable server, and we do have a rated R gameplay channel, though.
We do.
So,
And tomorrow, I guess there'll be a stream Our campaign is ongoing. And on Saturday...
No pressure.
No,
No pressure.
no pressure. Boom.
Tomorrow is
more
Horde of the
Methis?
Dragon Queen. What?
Yeah. More Methis next week. We have session 0 this week.
Yes.
I think so. And
We finally have one shot.
but that will be streamed at some point in the near future.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to listen in to that or a high-level dragon campaign, tune in on Saturday
Yeah. Hooah!
on our Discord server.
Where
You might just see a giant turtle dragon.
Things are getting spicy in the Astral Sea on their way to the negative plane.
What will happen?
Dun dun dun.
Will they be able to talk their way out of a potential Yankee assault or
Not.
not? We'll see.
We'll find out.
Find out.
Well, thank you, everyone. It was a great game. I had loads of fun. You guys are great. And good night.
Good night.
All right.
Good night.
We're out. Thank you for watching. See you next Wednesday. Wow, that's already got the time. I don't know why I had to ask. Oh, wow. I'm not muted. Join us next week on Legends of Methis.